got a bad spot on the frame, though.
Turn that phone off. Yep.
Well, Linda.
Good. Everybody sign? You sign the file? We all skating in the ice out there,
We was Friday,
right?
Saturday, part of the day.
I made a bonehead drive and slid into a curb up there by Corner Market, and it
Yeah.
deflated my back tire.
Hit it harder than then you knocked the air out of
Knocked
it.
the air out of me. Never had to have a flat on that truck, and I still ain't got the spare tire.
But it didn't run it though, did it?
No,
It just knocked the air out of it, didn't it?
I never got the jack out, and I thought I was gonna cut it out.
Cold weather too.
Cold.
It's 5 o'clock, call this meeting order. The motion dispense the reading of the minutes.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second it.
All in favor? Have a motion to approve the minutes.
Make that motion.
Did you make that motion?
I did.
I'll take the motion to approve as written.
All in favor?
Aye.
There's our handouts from the health department. There's something in there, and any questions, we'll be glad to answer them. We stay pretty busy. Still have some flu shots available. If anybody wants to come by and get one, we'll be glad to fix you up.
Probably everybody need one after the 60-degree weather we're gonna have one.
Well, hopefully this cold air killed out a little bit of that flu virus, but the flu is starting to become very active, and it is a very serious thing right now. A lot of people are being hospitalized with it, so if they haven't got the flu shot, they really need it. Takes about 2 weeks for it to kick in though, so. We have a new program with the jail. I know y'all deal with the jail a lot, maybe more than y'all want to know, but we've started a new program with them, with the female inmates, where we're going out and offering a form of birth control for the female inmates before they're discharged to prevent some of the neonatal abstinence syndrome babies. And we successfully put 5 in yesterday for the inmates, which is a really good thing. It's just a little extra.
I'm just gonna put to prevent pregnancy.
That's, it's a volunteer thing for sure.
Volunteer basis.
Oh, it's one baby being born on drugs, it's well worth it.
Absolutely. Flu shot's still available.
Yes, sir.
Looked like your vaccines were down.
Well, it's the month of December, we have the holidays, the week before and the week after Christmas is always slow. People out Christmas shopping and out of school, and they don't wanna come to the health department, so that's a slow time for us.
Seemed like last year y'all ran out before the holiday or something, had to get some more, or there might have been a gap in there or something, you was low on it.
We usually keep quite a bit. I've got about 400 doses right now. I've got more.
Motion to accept the report.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any more questions?
Thank y'all.
Thank you.
Ms. Biggs?
Okay, last month we took in 59 dogs and had one returned to owner. We adopted 9 for regular adoption, 2 were grant-funded adoptions, 56 went to rescue, 2 died of natural causes, and 1 died, we had 5 euthanized, 1 at Dr. Young's, and it had distemper, and then the other 4 actually euthanized at animal control. We took in 17 cats, adopted 10, 4 grant-funded adoptions, 3 went to rescue. That was supposed to have been 5, but we had a mishap on the way to rescue and 2 of them passed away. None were euthanized and none were quarantined. Went on 24 calls. We received $216 in rabies fees, $1,340 in adoption. $430 will be reimbursed for grant-funded adoptions. Then we had 104 monetary donations for a total of $2,090. We had 1 cat escape. Owner let it loose before it got in the building, and then we took in approximately $400 in dog food and cat food for the month that was donated. At the end of the month, we had 29 dogs and 44 cats. And I'm glad to report Paul's Clinic is up and running again as of Monday, so hopefully we'll get some more fixed for free and be able to move more.
Yeah. Oh, they've been shut down?
Vet quit. It's really hard for them to keep a vet for a long term out there because that's all they do. They don't treat any illnesses, they don't do any surgeries other than spay and neuter. And they get burnt out on it really fast, and they go through a lot. Plus I don't.
Motion to accept the report.
I make a motion.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
What about your air conditioner?
Air conditioner, I was told that it needed to be replaced by Greg. I went and bought a new air conditioner and had it installed because Greg couldn't, he was at the jail, and my husband installed it. It is still kicking the breakers. Plus now we're having more breakers kick. Saturday when Brandy went into work, the breaker for the office that runs the refrigerator, the phones, and the computer had kicked. Monday when I went in, the breaker that runs the back room and the dog room, the big heater in the dog room and stuff had kicked. It so Sunday night, as cold as it was, they had no heat. I've told Greg about it. I told him Monday whenever we went in, and that one was kicked, that something was going on, it needed to be checked. But he's been busy at the jail and at the courthouse, so I haven't seen him. Hopefully tomorrow he's going to come out and check it. The new air conditioner heats the rooms great as long as it stays running.
And the extra room, you're still having to leave all the lights
Oh,
on.
yes, Greg actually come out and run electricity where I have 5 or 6 outlets to plug stuff into, but they only work if the light switch is on. And that light switch is the overhead lights plus the overhead lights in the dog kennels. So all the lights on that side of the building are on to have electricity in the room.
Seems like his wire wrong.
Yeah,
Well, they
it's,
wired it to that switch.
yeah, it's,
Too much
it's,
on
it's
one.
just jumped off that switch, so the switch has to be on for anything to work. So it has to be fixed, because you can't leave
Your
those
electric
lights on
bill
all
will
the
be,
time.
yeah, outrageous.
Yeah. So there's nothing really been done in that room since, and also the air conditioner heater unit that the Leadership McMinnville bought us. I have to have a hole cut in the wall because it needs to be ducted outside like a
Vent.
dryer vent. And so I needed to get y'all's approval that we can go ahead with that and get a little hole cut in one of the blocks to duct that heat and air.
You can get our approval, but still gotta talk to Billy.
Well, right, I mean, well, I gotta get y'all's approval to go to building and ground, so,
Well, I mean, how much, do you know how much money, do you have any of that extra money left over that, you know, from the grant and from the donation?
I would have to see.
That's, because I just wonder if you have enough left that, if we passed it through the committee for it to go to building and grounds to see if they would agree for someone other than Greg, because he's covered up, obviously, to come out, fix your switch, do your duct, you know, and then that way, and check what's going on with the breakers. That way it's fixed, because, you know, either you're going to leave all the lights on, which is gonna raise your electric bill
Right.
outrageously, to have heat out there.
We have, may have more problems. I talked to Greg, he said he'd replace the breaker and all that when he got there, so if it's still kicking the breaker.
The only thing I can think of is that building was infested terribly with rats. Maybe they've done some damage up in the ceiling, to the wiring. It's the only thing I can think of causing it to kick, because it's not leaking anymore. So it shouldn't be a water problem causing it. But there's still rats in the ceiling because I can hear them running around up there. And I'm putting rat poison out, and they're eating it like it's candy. I went and bought 2 more jugs from what, I had bought some after what you left, plus we've used all that, plus I bought 2 more barrels, and I'm almost through with one more barrel. They act like it's, and I'm finding lots and lots of dead rats. We got 8 out of there yesterday. But, so it's the only thing I can think of is they chew the wire and stuff up there.
That's possible, they will chew wire.
They will.
May
They'll
need to
chew
get-
water lines too.
May need to get the building to the ground and have
Chew
them
water
have
line too, maybe.
electrician to come out there and run a signal generator through it, and that way they can tell we have a break in it. So we don't need to,
That's what I told Greg. It's liable to burn the place down.
Right. And,
if you're kicking the breakers, then it's not bad. I mean, it's bad to be doing that, so we've got a wire bad somewhere. So, probably need a signal generator to,
And also, just so y'all know, that place, it's gonna need some maintenance, some severe maintenance soon, especially.
And question about using some of the donated money for that specific thing.
well, it won't be considered donated anymore, it's in her budget, whatever.
Yes, true.
You know, whatever she's got.
Yeah, whether, I mean, it's gonna have to be checked and fixed, whether we have to, no matter what we have to do, because
Right.
it can't go on the way it is.
Well, I mean, I'd like to make a motion.
Get a motion, let her get somebody if Greg can't work on it.
Yeah, I'll make a motion that you get an outside electrician to look at it and look at the switch, the vent, because I mean, if they can do electricity, they can do that vent, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And your breaker situation. And then also, well, that's the motion for that.
we'll get that behind us first.
I'll just say,
Get that behind us.
Blaine made a motion
Right.
to get an electrician to check out the
breaker, the the electrical switches, and the heater vent in the sick room.
Okay, Blaine made a motion, get an electrician to check out the breakers and the light switches and heater vent in the sick room.
See, I got enough money to cover it, right?
Mhm.
We just wanna make sure, you know, before they say,
Yeah,
hey, let's get a second on that.
I'll second it.
All in favor? Aye.
I'd go ahead and find out what you got, just so you'll know.
Okay.
You should have, I'm figuring 400 or 500 anyway, something like that, at least.
They may have to drop a new line down through there.
That might be the easiest thing, I'm telling you what, sometimes start patching on some of that stuff, wires.
That's what I would
It's a
do,
whole
drop
lot
a new
cheaper.
line, be cheaper in the long run, just do away with that
Yeah.
one.
Drop a new wire and everything.
Got any more?
No, I think that's all of it.
We'll have to address the concrete stuff when we get
Yeah,
better with it.
I just wanted to bring it, y'all,
Yeah.
so you know it's coming.
Yeah.
That's something we're gonna have to spend some money on sooner or later, but I just wanted to put it out there that it is happening, so.
You might say something to Charlie or somebody up there that writes grants to look into a grant for something related to that.
Yeah,
I mean, in the meantime, while we're in this, we're waiting, you
Right.
never know. I mean, there could be one out there where you get 10 grand to do a lot of maintenance.
Right.
I mean,
I'll ask you.
you know.
All right, appreciate it. Appreciate
Y'all
it.
have a good evening.
Please.
That's all one boys. Hold on a bit.
Oh, we got,
Yeah, and that, yeah.
Oh,
Different?
I guess, we get through. No, that's yearly, that.
Yeah, it's the end of the year, so yearly reports. As everybody knows, we've been busy here the last couple of weeks, busiest time of the year. Week after Christmas, 4 days, and it sort of compiles everything back up, but, we got through it, we always do. Month of December, we, didn't haul nothing to waste away. Loads to Southern Central, we hauled 671.19 tons. That cost $28,525.80, that's 110 loads. On a newsprint, we had 9.27, that brought $231.75, that was 2 loads. On a cardboard, we had 38.20 tons, that brought $1,146, that was 9 loads. Metal to Southern Central, we had 24.11, that brought $1,928.80, that was 13 loads. Lynn McKenzie, we had 1.06 ton, that brought $945, and that was 4 loads. We collected 10 used batteries, brought $75. Collection site for used tires, we collected 2,639 passenger tires and 70 truck tires. We had 4.5 ton of used oil, and we had 2.5 tons of electronics and 2 tons of plastics. We had a total of 77.39 tons worth of recycle, and money coming back to the county from these materials total was $4,326.55. And metal, it had went up to $4, and now I think it's jumped up to $5 this month, so it's going up. So we had a total of 28.84 tons that was paid to be recycled, and 671.19 went to the landfill. So that's 14% for the month of December. And on the yearly report, it just mainly tells you that we had 107.30 tons went to Wasteway, and that cost $4,452.95, 14 loads. Loads to Southern Central, we had 7,888.93 ton, which we had about 98 more ton than what we did the year before last. So that shows you people's buying a little bit more. And tipping fees were $335,279.52. That's about a third of the budget, our tipping fees is. So that was 1,271 loads that we hauled for the 2016. On our metals, we hauled 309.22 ton. That brought in $24,820.48. That's 147 loads. On aluminum cans, we collected 7.63 ton, and that brought $6,171.21. That was 25 loads. And on our newsprint, we had 141.26. That brought $3,531.50. That was 31 loads. On our cardboard for the year, we had 366.68. That brought in $11,040, 97 loads. And our totals on our battery, we had 3.4 ton, which brought in $1,012.50. And that loads is wrong, that's a mistake. That's one of them senior moments. Okay, totals on our oil, we had 15.72 ton of oil. That cost $683.25, where you usually got money out of it, we had to pay for that. That's 4,555 gallon used oil. Totals on there, tires and truck tires and passenger tires, we had 397 ton, .24. That cost the county and state $36,431.80. That was 25,518 passenger tires and 2,331 truck tires we collected over there. So we recycled 27.95 ton of electronics and 37.35 tons of mixed plastic. And we collected 20.25 tons of latex paint that we take care of over there. We dissolve it with our wood chips. And let's see here. We had a total of 9,103.76 tons that was collected from year 2016 from the sanitation department. And a total of 1,433.64 tons of waste been recycled for the year. So that's about 16% for the year. And the totals on the money was $46,536.07. Any question, I'll be glad to try to answer.
Motion to accept the report.
I would say this, and I'll say it over again, you know, that kind of money there, if we had that in a separate fund, I know you can't do it, but this year I'm probably gonna have to put in for a new, roll-off truck. But if you had like 3 years of that, you'd have the money, you wouldn't have to ask taxpayers. The taxpayers be paying for it, but I mean, it'd be money that's collected, but I know there's no way to do it. But it's just, something I like to throw out there every time.
Motion to accept the report. We're all in favor. Well, you don't get a truck too often,
No, we don't. We got, on the roll-offs, we got two over there, it's, 1994 models, and we're still using their ragged, but we're using them, have to work on them a lot. Then we got a 98, then we got one 2012. But, they last a long time. And hopefully, I don't think it's gonna be tight, but it's tight every year anyway, but we really do. I mean, when it comes budget time, you may see me put one on there. Well, I don't know what the price will be, but
so
I'll,
you got an estimate what the last one cost?
well, yeah, I know what the last one
How
cost.
much?
It's, 130,000, but there's probably another 30,000 added
Yeah,
on
probably another
since,
30,000.
since, 2016 or 17,
Did we buy it, was a grant part of it?
No, we bought the 2005 with a grant.
Okay.
That's when we got about $230,000 grant money. And Charlie's good about, I mean, if there's something out there, he'll try it. But, we bought that one, then we got our sites paid. We didn't hardly get all our sites paid with that money. And of course, we had to match it 30%, but We haven't seen one like that in years. We've seen the 25,000, you
But
know.
I'll tell Charlie to be looking for a grant, trying to get some money on that truck.
Yeah, and see, even if you got 25,000, which he shoots for 25,000, we can use it in on a new truck, anything to help.
This is loading.
It's a roll-off. But we probably got, on them 294s, they're probably close to 800,000 miles on them trucks. And they're just, everything loose about them. I mean, you know, we still operate, we don't go fast with them, but, we still make out, and you can. I mean, one like it'll last a long time, but it gets to a point of time where safety issues comes up, and it's just good to have a new one now and then.
Well, I mean, when it leaves your department, it's wore out anyway.
They don't give you nothing for it. We had one front loader one time, we swapped in for, our new front loader, and, that was part of the deal, and they give us like $10,000, which sounded good for the truck. When they come up here, they asked me if they knowed anybody would give $2,000 for that truck, they'd sell it to them. I said, I don't know nobody. They started nice when the thing broke down with them, they have your record, take it on in. I mean, we just about finished it.
That little Ford flatbed, you guys probably been the best that you've had out there.
Yeah, well, that, yeah, we've got that Ford, now we got it with a grant, the ton truck.
Yeah.
We got it with a grant when, Harry Dunn and Goody Webb was up here. But Charlie, he's good about that now. I think he's done applied for one grant, 25, we always do every year.
Yeah.
That's the reason we put that $25,000 in there to, you know, to pay the 30%, make sure we're covered on it, no matter whether it's 25 or 50,000.
You said the last one was 130,000.
Yes, the 2012 was 130,000. And just luckily, we got everything here close. We go as far as, other side of Manchester, almost to Tullahoma there, to haul their recyclable goods, their paper goods and cardboard. But we're lucky to not go any further than that. That's the reason these trucks, we've been in landfills with them for years and years. Michael, you remember that? We've been in BFI about 6 years and 12 haul. But they was new then. And so, that's one good thing. I know the tipping fees is high, but when you count that cost, it's a pretty good deal.
You taking it CPI?
No, we take it down there to Coffee County Recycling. It's back to the side of CFC.
See it.
They got that, well, actually, they own part of this out here, but, yeah.
Any more questions? Any more questions? Motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion that we have next month's meeting on the second Tuesday at 5.
Give a second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion to adjourn.
Make it motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye.